Oh hell, I already don't want to do this, and I just got here. Oh hell, oh I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh god, fuck is that thing? In the deep dark of Appalachia, and the crevices and deep caves, do man-eating monsters hide from the day only to come out and feed at night? Howdy critters, and welcome back to Dead Appalachia. Today I'm heading to the Cumberland Plateau in southeastern Tennessee, known for its many crevasses and mountain passes that lead into deep dark caves. I'm searching for a cryptid that's native to this Appalachian region, the cave crawler. The cave crawler is said to be a short, pale humanoid with paler black eyes, sharp claws, and jagged teeth. They are subterranean beasts that are said to live within the countless cave systems in Tennessee, and they come out to hunt once the sun has gone down. The cave crawlers are pretty notable for their many sightings compared to other cryptids, and there might even be a scientific explanation for their existence, as well as the usual supernatural one. Later in the video we will discuss 3 possibilities of how they might truly exist in this world. Those 3 that are debated by cryptozoologists, folklore experts, and scholars. During my exploration, I'll be getting dropped off at the trailhead I've chosen, thoroughly stranded. I've chosen this trail for its significance to the Native Americans, as there are 2 Native American rock houses, and as well, we will get into later, the crawlers might have a native origin. We are officially on the trail, right as the sun is starting to go down. Now I ain't really nervous. I've been hiking all my life, and I've done plenty of night hikes and night camps. Not the first time I've gone in the woods in the dark. I will say I don't often do it in the springtime, mostly during the winter time, because the animals are really active dark in the spring, especially the bears. So that's really the only thing I'm concerned about. And in fact, I'm more concerned about the bears far more than I am concerned about some type of cryptid or monster. As I begin my adventure, the sun begins to slowly dip below the horizon, and the ancient forest here grows darker and darker. Already things are getting a little spooky, but that's why I'm out here, right? Well, I'll be honest, this ain't exactly ideal. I guess there was some type of storm came through last night or a couple nights before, because this is completely blocking my path to the trail. We have to find a way around this. Problem is, it looks like this way is blocked too, quite significantly. I might have to climb over some logs to get through. Just gonna crouch down through here. Oh. Then I can continue my path through here. Let's get through here, climb under all this. Sometimes I wish I had people to come with me so that I can have a cameraman, because doing all this by yourself while filming is kind of precarious. All right, we made it through. We're just gonna keep continuing down here on the trail. What I'm hoping to find is, in this state forest, not only is it full of Native American history and artifacts and rock houses, but there are many caves and crevasses in this state forest. And according to the legends, if there's one place to find these things, it's in the cave and crevasses of southern Appalachia. It will be interesting if I see anything, but I am confident that I'm going to be able to make an interesting video nonetheless. Right here is a cute little mushroom. This right here is an Amanita porphyria, or at least I believe that's how it's pronounced. There are thousands and thousands of species of mushrooms here in Appalachia. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are more mushrooms here than anywhere else in the country. The humid air in the summer is perfect for the growth of, oh God, what the fuck is that thing? Jesus Christ, the bugs. There's also a massive amount of bugs here in Appalachia, because bugs love humidity and jungle-like growth. And as you can see, it is very lush here in Appalachia, and thus bugs and mushrooms, all kinds of other horrible things, like to bed down in this region. Now there are 3 main theories as to what the cave crawlers actually are. The first one is the folklore theory, and the one that I personally believe. Essentially, this theory suggests that they are descendants of ancient humans who got trapped in the caves, and after centuries of living in the deep dark, they have slowly devolved and became predatory and even feral. And then there's the paranormal theory that suggests that they ain't corporeal creatures at all, that they're spirits or demons here on the earth, or maybe even extraterrestrial. And finally, the scientific theory, which suggests that they might be some sort of troglodyte. You know, some truly undiscovered cave creature that we just haven't cataloged or really experienced in great volume yet. Now, if you know me, I am a skeptic of the supernatural. But for me, if they were real, the one I believe it would be is the folklore theory. You know, the notions that primordial humans got trapped in some cave somewhere and were just never able to escape it. And by the time they were able to, centuries had already passed, and the generations that were raised in the caves slowly adapted to it and evolved to be these twisted evil creatures. This is actually what the crawlers are in the movie The Descent, where a group of cave divers get trapped in an unexplored cave system, and these prehistoric humans that got trapped in the caves and never left descend upon them to try to feed on them and hunt them. Now, it's unlikely, but possible. Certainly more possible than, you know, these things being, you know, supernatural, like skinwalkers or wendigos or some type of forest demon. But that's just how way I look at it. Granted, I don't believe in cave crawlers at all, but compared to some of the other cryptids out there, this one, you know, could be true. While there ain't an official account of sightings, some data has been compiled by enthusiasts and researchers. For instance, a 2021 initiative named Expedition Crawler collected 34 reported sightings over a few weeks, with Kentucky accounting for 17% of these reports. This is notable given Kentucky's extensive cave systems, such as Mammoth Cave, suggesting a potential correlation between these environments and reported sightings. I would have loved to do this video at Mammoth Cave, but unfortunately, I live about 4, maybe 5 hours from there and cannot make the trip. Well, check this guy out. It's a salamander. He's only got one leg. I wonder what happened to him. You all right, little buddy? Here's another little fun fact about Appalachia. We are the salamander capital of the world. We have more salamanders than anywhere else in the country. The past times when I've come out to night hike here in the mountains, occasionally you can see eyes poking at you from the distance. Usually it's just deer that you've spooked. Oh gosh. Deer kind of freeze up when you spot them with lights, so it can be very creepy to just see staring eyes, not moving, just looking at you. But 10 out of 10, that's just deer. Or is it deer? Maybe it's actually crawlers. All right, let's keep moving. I still got 2 miles to cover. There's something right here. I think it's an armadillo. Yeah, look, you see it? It's an armadillo. Hey, Mr. Armadillo. See it right there. He's standing up on its little legs. Check out this gigantor centipede. That thing is huge. Look how big it is compared to my foot. All right, here we are. This is the first place we're going to explore and stake out to see if there's any sort of activity around here. Now, crawlers are said to live in the caves and deep crevasses of Appalachia. And the specific park that I'm in is full of that. In fact, here's one right here. Now, this one you can't go into because it squeezes into a very tight squeeze that a man cannot fit through. Same thing in there. See, you can go in a little bit, but eventually it gets really dangerous to do so. But if there are crawlers in these mountains, I bet this is the entrance to one of their homes, or perhaps down this way. Now, according to the legends and the information that I know from my own studies, crawlers mainly live in their subterranean cave. If you can imagine, there ain't much prey and food source in caves, at least not for a creature roughly the size of a small man. So what people theorize is that these crawlers come out at night to hunt. They stay in their caves in the day because they're blind and the sun kind of hurts their skin, but at night they're free to come out and hunt prey and drag it back into their homes. So if that is true, I would not be surprised if a crawler saw me as a prey item. So, yeah, that's right, you hear me, you bastards? Big 215-pound Tennessean man right here. Big and juicy. I am thicker than a Snicker. I am thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Oh, I really hope these things ain't real. Me doing all this dumb shit. First order of business, I want to see just how far I can get in these little crevasses. I'm gonna have to take off my belt kit and let's get in there. All right, let us begin. Oh hell, I already don't want to do this, and I just got here. Are there any like spiders on the wall that's gonna get me the moment I get in here? Or bats? I've already got bit by a rabies infected animal once this year. I don't want to do it again. Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Anything in here? There's a big ass cave cricket right there. Oh, my language really comes out when I get scared. There's a spider right here and a much bigger one back there. All right, this is as far as I'm gonna go. That looks horrifying up there. I don't know if you can see it, but it just keeps going. But the way to get in there, I'd have to really squeeze in there, and out here by myself in the middle of the night in the woods with no caving equipment, I am not going any further than this. Hey, are there any eldritch abominations in there? Are there any creatures that want to suck out my spleen and eat my eyeballs for juju beans? No response. Oh, all right, let's get out of here. I don't like this at all. Let's go check out this one. Hillbilly parkour. This one, you would have to climb in through there and get on your belly to get through. Right there's a cave cricket, really big guy. For some reason, cave crickets creep me out more than spiders. There's some type of like rusty old lid back in there. I can see about 3 different types of spiders and some very big webs. Time to mark my territory a little bit. Man is made in God's image, not you. I think they got the point. Perhaps the scent of my urine will draw some out too, if there's any in there. Maybe, maybe not, only time will tell. Alright, now the only thing really to do is just wait and see what I can see out here. I'm really surprised by the lack of animal signs out here. There was a car parked out there when I was dropped off. I bet someone is out here camping, and whatever he may have been doing, maybe keeping the animals out. And maybe right now, the reason why I'm not getting descended upon by crawlers is because that man is being picked off at his campsite. And in case you can't tell, I'm a skeptic. Don't get me wrong, I love cryptids. I love the spooky haunted lore of these mountains, but I've been camping and hiking in Appalachia since I could walk. I've done many of my camps at night. I mean, part of camping, you spend the night. And I have not once seen anything truly paranormal. I've had, creepy experience, but nothing that truly makes me a believer in the paranormal, supernatural, or in cryptids. Now, on top of that, I also have to say, if there is a cryptid that is probably scientifically believable to be real, it would be the crawler. Many theories suggest that the crawler is simply a troglodyte, a human that just never left the caves. Maybe they were Neanderthals that stayed in the caves and evolved to the caves. Or maybe they were a clan of humans that got trapped in a cave and were just never able to get out. They were able to survive down there, breed, and over time they evolved to live in the caves. Felt something wet hit me. Is something dripping saliva on me? No, just drops of water. Thought it was going to be like that scene in movies where someone looks up because they felt like saliva dripping on them, and they look up and they see the monster on them, and then it cuts to black and they die. Probably how I would go in a horror movie. I would like to think that I'm the main character. I'm probably not the main character. I spend the next 30 minutes searching for any sign of crawlers, animals, or any other type of paranormal activity. But, as I suspected, and to my great relief, nothing comes running out of the woods to eat me. A win-win in my book. We're gonna head yonder. I think it's about 1 mile. We're gonna get to what is called an Indian rock house. Now, the reason why I want to check out that is they say the crawlers may also be a type of skinwalker or wendigo. This is on the more fantastical cryptid side of things rather than a scientific explanation. They say that the crawlers may have some significance in Native American culture. So that's why I want to go check out that rock house. It's essentially a cave that Native Americans would bed down in for the night. I reckon that if there are any crawlers out here in the night, they might be around that area. And I just want to, check it out. It'll give me a chance to see if there's anything else while hiking on these trails. Let's get to it. It was around this point in the exploration that I was beginning to worry I wouldn't find much interesting things to film. That was until I heard some rustling in the woods and voices as I came across this overlook. I'm not there. I'm just hiking. I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all camping out here? Yeah, do you mind if I come get a picture of the overlook? Oh.
You don't mind us being here.
Oh, not at all. I figured someone was camping out here. Yeah, I heard something moving. I was like, ah, shit, there's a bear, ain't there? How y'all doing?
Dude, honestly, after the panic attack, I'm good. This is a good affirmation, actually. I reminded myself pretty often that, like, if someone else runs into me out in the middle of the woods at night, it's because they also
are scared
to, like,
right.
just come and chill at an overlook, right? Like,
yeah. Got the hell scared out of me coming down here. I met some other hikers.
What's up, man? Right now, you scared the shit out of me. I looked over and I saw a light. I thought it was God coming for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, sometimes the worst things to come across in the woods are just other people. I've come across some wackos. Yeah, you come out here very often?
You know what, man? Just don't look in the fuck in the woods.
Yeah.
What about you?
Here's your belt.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt y'all.
oh no, it's okay. We had finished.
Oh, Lord. Hey, look, man, you picked, if you were coming out here for that, you couldn't have picked a better place, man. This is...
Frankly, I should have either gone a new moon or full moon.
Yeah.
More stars or more moonlight. But other than that...
Yeah.
Well, we had 4 moons out tonight.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, man, listen, this is making it in the video.
We'll see. We'll see when I get to the editing process.
Yeah, right?
We'll see what the YouTube censors like and what they don't. All right. It was nice meeting y'all.
It was nice meeting you.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Bye.
Let's see if I can find anything interesting out here.
Yeah,
Have a good night, dude.
See you guys. Well, that was very eventful. I literally just mentioned coming upon 2 people doing the devil's tango in the woods like 2 videos ago. This is proof that I come across that kind of stuff. What an awesome place to have, you know, hoo-ha though. Overlooking the city and the mountains. What a guy, man, what a guy. Well, at least I came upon something interesting out here. All right, we're gonna keep going to that Native American rock house and we'll see if anything else interesting can happen tonight. We have made it to the Indian rock house. If there's any other place that mountain crawlers may be lurking around in these mountains, it'd be here. Although considering 2 people were just not even a mile that way doing the hoo-ha with the booyah, I doubt there are any mountain crawlers in this area. But I still want to get down in here, see if there's anything interesting to find. Who knows, maybe today is the day I get my soul ripped out of my hind end. This video looks familiar. It's because I've been here before in one of my earlier videos, the one where I explored the Indian rock house and camped out here. But I think it's a whole new different thing when you're exploring it. Also, how do you guys like my flashlight? This is an Xfinity X1. It has 5,000 lumens. I mean, without it, with it. Without it, with it. This thing is incredibly powerful. It was a gift from my mother and father. They wanted me to be able to have, you know, good lighting sources out here while I'm doing my YouTube videos. So thanks, Mom and Dad. They really support me in doing this stuff, and I really appreciate that. So, Mom and Dad, I appreciate you. All right, this is the way I've gone in here before, so I reckon I'll go in here this way again. It's a massive cave cricket. Look at that nasty guy. All right, we have a problem. I saw 2 bats flying in there, along with all kinds of horrific looking creepy crawlies. I'm not entirely sure if I want to go in here alone. I wish those people from earlier had offered to come down here with me. I mean, I get why they didn't, but like, I really don't want to go in here alone. I think I'd go if I had another person with me, but I ain't going in there. I've already had to get 1 series of rabies shots that put me $3,000 into debt. I don't want to get bit by another rabies animal and have to go through all that again. Who knows what else is in there, but I am gonna climb up here with the camera and show y'all what is inside, at least from the outside. You see that in there? Look real closely. Look real close. Maybe the bat will fly across again. Boo, boo, boo. Come here, Mr. Bat. Mr. Bat. I just saw him. Come on, fly in front of the camera. I want to get you for the video. This will be your YouTube debut. Hey, Mr. Dracula. Bora. Right there, there's another massive cave crickets. God, I hate those things. Well, the bat's not showing itself again, but that's what the inside looks like. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there would be a cave crawler or a rake or some other crazy creature bedding down in there for the night, dragging hapless deer to their lair and eating them. Spooky. Anything down here? Hello? Another crevasse. To get through into this one, you really have to crawl on your belly. Now, from maps that I've seen of the caves around here, if this is the one I'm thinking of, the thing goes pretty deep, maybe like 20 feet back. Nothing crazy, but still pretty terrifying. Oh man, definitely ain't getting any brighter out here. Well folks, we are at the end of the line. This is about as far as I'm willing to go in the woods tonight. The trail that I'm on goes for about 7 miles more down that way. It's part of the Cumberland Trail, so the entire trail, if you were to do the entire Cumberland Trail, I think it takes you about a week. That just ain't what I'm doing. I also ain't camping out here tonight. As cool as it would be, you know, see if anything tries to come get me in the middle of the night. I happen to have obligations I gotta fulfill tomorrow, and for that, I just cannot be staying out here in the woods tonight. I got too much going on tomorrow. That's the bad thing with working a full-time job while also trying to do YouTube. I'm not able to make videos the way I want to and truly do the stuff that I want to because, you know, life stuff and work stuff just keeps getting in the way. Nevertheless, hopefully one day I can do YouTube full-time and I can put my whole heart and soul into these videos and not have to worry about can't tell if I'm actually hearing something or if I'm just hearing them water droplets back there. Because I am a little on edge. No matter how many times you do this, hiking in the dark is just plain spooky. There's no way around it. Yeah, but I think that does it for this exploration. I've been out here for hours. It's pretty late. I think it's like 1 in the morning right now. And I do got to get back because I got work stuff to do in the morning. And I don't think I'm going to find any type of rakes or mountain crawlers or skinwalkers out here tonight. Which is probably a good thing. Honestly, going on cryptid hunts, it's probably best that you don't find what you're looking for, you know? It's one of the things you go looking for that you don't want to find. Alright, I'm gonna pack up and we're gonna get out of these woods and I'm gonna go home to my wife. I hope this has been entertaining for you. Watch me bumbling around in the night, freaking myself out for noises that ain't even there. Whether or not you believe in cryptids or the supernatural in general, you can't bemoan the creativity and the sheer amount of scary folklore that can be found in these mountains. But that concludes today's exploration. And upon being picked back up by my wife, I found myself both disappointed and relieved that I did not find anything out there. Maybe pale, carnivorous humanoids do live out there in those hills, but if they do, I did not find any tonight. If you like this video and you would like to see me do more stuff like this, let me know in the comments. I just hit 4,000 subscribers, so thank you all who have tuned in and subscribed to me. I've done a lot of editing in this video, more so than I have ever done on a video before. And I think I'm getting pretty darn good at it. If you guys have any suggestions that might make the video better, let me know in the comments. I can only get better if you tell me how. Because I do all of this for yins. With that said, I am gonna go eat some meatloaf. And I'm not wearing any pants right now. Yuns, have a good one.